Welcome back to the Damon Floyd Coaches Show here on ESPN Cleveland 1013, brought to you each week by Tropes Unlimited on Mimosa Drive and also by LB Appliance out there on Durkee Road. We appreciate those sponsors. They've been with us all season long. We appreciate their continued support of Bradley Central football. Being joined by Damon Floyd for our last Coaches Show of the year. And Damon, unusual game to say the least Friday night with a lot of, to me, questionable calls from the guys in the stripes and so forth. But nevertheless, we had a good shot to win that and just couldn't get over the hump. But your thoughts about the game?
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's always calls that you would like to have a review on, maybe.
Yeah, you would.
But yeah, it's been tough in that regard of having a lot of penalties this year in certain situations. But you know, we as a team made way too many mistakes. You know, have the 3 turnovers, I think. So you can't give a good team 3 turnovers and have a chance. And that was the same thing. And it's been the same thing for us all year as we turn the ball over. You know, we had great field position. I thought we did really good on special teams. Obviously, the defense played really good, except for the 98-yard drive. But really proud of our kids. You know, great environment. I just wish we could have just got over the hump a little bit, you know, and had a couple more points, obviously. So, but really proud of our guys for showing up, and they gave everything we asked. I don't know how much we'll have left this week, but they as a coach, man, and I told them after the game, hey, don't hang your heads. You're 1 point short, but man, a lot of respect for a lot of our guys on our team.
Let's talk about the team, man. We've never been hit by injuries like this. How many starters do we have missing Friday night?
So we're nine starters. You know, so but as a coach, you lose 9 guys, and the rest of your guys, you know, a lot of young guys, you know, out there fighting as hard as they can for the seniors, and that's what we talked about all week. Is, you know, if you get a chance to play on Friday, the whole reason you're playing is for your seniors, and you know, for a chance to go out on top over Cleveland. And those guys that stepped up and had a chance to play, a lot of guys didn't. We weren't expecting to play this year, and just throughout the year, you lose 9 guys. There's other guys that got to step up, and they did. Mm-hmm. So really says a lot about a lot of guys and what they're made of.
Well, you know, the old saying, the tough news is they're young. The good news is they're young because they got a lot of room to grow. And they grew a lot this year throughout the season in a lot of ways. We've seen that, and it progressed. The defense has been stellar all year long with everything they've done. I looked at the year-to-date stats. We're pretty much dead even on a lot of the stats, you know, from yardage game, possession time, and things like that, which is a good measure stick. But, you know, everybody's measuring wins and losses, and sometimes the balls fall your way, and sometimes they don't. It's like sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug, you know. And this year we took our share of licks there. And you have, how many seniors we have that we're going to be losing then?
We have 10 total, but now obviously not all those are playing. And then there's 6 that actually dress on a Friday night. So, you know, I guess the hard part is we were so close in so many games. We had 4 games. We lost by 1 score.
So
we had four games that were 1-score games, but they're continuing to fight. And, you know, quite honestly, we've been building for the future. So we got to eliminate the mistakes, and that's something we've really got to harp on in the offseason. You know, just talking about taking care of the ball and the little things that can win or lose you games that we got to do better at.
Yeah. Well, we're ready to start the broadcast, and I said something on the radio. I said, well, here comes Bradley's offense out in the wing tee, and I looked down there. That's not a wing tee. So this is power I guess we'd call that.
Yeah, kind of. It's but we knew going in that if we ran the wing, they were going to overload one side to where Kenyon was, you know, opposite side. So him being an I, now he can run both sides. So Cleveland was way faster than us, so we knew we couldn't get on the edges. So it was really just 3 yards in a cloud of dust, trying to run right at them. You can't run around them. And, you know, for the most part, they defended us good, but our kids battled. And I thought as the game wore on, you know, our line of scrimmage started taking over. We just, like I said, it's the two turnovers, or actually 3 turnovers in the red zone that hurt us. And then defensively we played really good, like 90% of the time, and then just a couple of plays. But they got good players, they got good schemes, so you have to give them credit. And you know, rivalry game, that's the way it should go.
Yeah. And I think Isaiah Davis is without a doubt one of the best running backs in the state. He first contact doesn't do anything.
No, usually you can't even get him on the first one. You know, he makes somebody miss.
Yeah.
He's got exceptional balance. One of the best backs I've ever seen of getting hit and not losing his balance.
Yeah.
And obviously he's strong. He breaks tackles. He's obviously fast. There was a couple times he broke through, and I thought, oh, he's gone.
Yeah.
And then somehow our guys gave great effort just to get him on the ground to get another snap. So that was good to see. But Yeah, I got a lot of respect for Isaiah Davis. Seen him over the last 4 years. I'm glad he's gone. I hope he has a great college career. The Westfield kid,
Wow.
man, and we game planned him. We had 2 guys on him majority of the time, and then sometimes we actually called a play 0. We would take our other back, and wherever AJ lined up, you're lining up right behind him, and you're doubling with the lineman. And sometimes we still couldn't block him.
Yeah.
But that's a credit to him. He's a great player.
Yeah.
And he just caused havoc. But look, our guys never backed down. They
All
kept
right.
coming, and there was some times we did good. So it was a fun game to be a part of.
Kenyon Phelps, another 100-yard game. You know, he
So
just
tough.
keeps on.
He's so tough. He's got really good vision. Sometimes he hits it hard, and sometimes he'll kind of dance a little bit because of what he sees. So we don't try to teach him how to run the ball. You either kind of got that or you don't.
Yeah.
So, a little banged up now, but because, of course, we've given it to him a lot the last couple of weeks. But really proud of his efforts as well.
And he's a junior. It's going to
He's
be
a
good
junior.
to have
He'll
him
be
on the
back.
team
Yes.
next year. Yeah, sure will. And the normal cast of characters on defense, Wiley Suskowitz, I think your leading tackler, that guy, he just does it. But there's a bunch of them, on the defense.
Yeah, I
it's
hate
not
starting
just
naming
one
names.
guy.
There
Yeah.
is some guys, and it starts with Wiley. He's the leader of our defense. Jacob Gentry, he flies around, makes plays. Tay Sheehy, I thought, played exceptionally. I thought that was his best game. Zane McIntosh, once again, he never comes on offense, never comes out on offense, never comes out on defense, plays special teams. I actually told him after the game, man, you're one of those guys like a Tucker Bolton, Patrick Benson, some of those throwbacks that never came off the field, and not only went on the field, they're dominating.
Yeah.
Landon Scott played another. Andrew Carroll as a sophomore played middle linebacker. Man, I think he was on 11 tackles. So a lot of guys Tyree Stovall played both ways. Played unbelievable at free safety. I wish he had another year because he's really starting to come on now.
Yeah. I saw Tucker Bentley the other day or this week, and he said, man, I wish I could suit up one more time for the Bears.
I do too. He would be a good one.
I looked up him. He's a big kid. My goodness. But let's take a break here on ESPN Radio, and we'll come back in 1 minute and look ahead at our final regular season game with the Bearden Bulldogs on the road in Knoxville. Back in a moment.
Welcome to L&B Appliances, serving the greater Cleveland community for over 30 years. Family-owned and locally operated, L&B Appliances specializes in top name brand appliances like Whirlpool, Maytag, and Amana. Stop by the showroom today and speak with our sales and service team about your appliance needs. Financing and free delivery is available for those who qualify. L&B Appliances, large enough to meet all your appliance needs, small enough to appreciate your business.
Back here on the Coach Damon Floyd Show on ESPN Cleveland 101.3. We'd like to begin our look at Bearden, the Bulldogs, which we've played 12 times. I think we're 8-4 overall, so we got a pretty good record there. They're tough, especially at home. Playing up there, it's never easy in the Knoxville area, but it won't be any easier come Friday night.
Talent-wise, there is. Well, I guess you could say they're the most talented team on our schedule, and they are physical, so they're fast. Now, they've went through some injuries. They've played a brutal schedule.
Yeah.
I mean, brutal.
Yeah.
They beat Alco earlier in the year. So, obviously, I don't know if they can – I don't think they can improve their playoff position. So, they're set at second.
Yeah, they're set second. Yeah.
But it'll be a tough game. And, once again, it is preparing for our opponent. But, really, this game's about just having one more fight together.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different because we actually came in on our meeting Sunday, coaches meeting, and it's like, how do we handle it? We know we're beat up. Honestly, this is the first time I think is this the 15th year we went to the playoff 14 straight, I think.
Right.
How do we handle this week? Because now we know it's our last game, and it's been different the last 14 years where you think you might have a chance to keep playing. So our kids have really responded well in practice. This is obviously Wednesday. We're recording this, but Tuesday's practice was fun.
Yeah.
Our guys were flying around. They're having fun, and that's what we try to tell each other. Look, guys, this is your last week together.
Yeah.
Let's have some fun. Let's go out and try to win a ball game. We're still going to go out and work hard and prepare. So it's weird, So just trying to get ready for just knowing it's your last game. And a lot of these guys, these seniors, last time they'll ever put on pads because these guys probably not going to play college football. And it's been a good group though. They've given us everything. I know we would like to win more games, but special class in regards to what happened last year. they very easily could have laid down, and y'all have seen it. The people that came, they have gotten better, and they've continued to fight for Bradley.
Yeah.
And so that I'm proud of.
I've never thought about from the perspective you just mentioned, though. Last year, you anticipate, okay, guys, got to win here, we get another game. Got to win here, we know this is it. And I can't imagine, how you handle it. It's not going to be easy. And talking about Bearden, they played Alcoa, who's #1 in 3A. Probably going to win their 9th straight title.
Just beat Maryville last week.
You beat Maryville last week. They played Maryville.
Yep.
They played Anderson County, who's clinched their region. They're 7-1, clinched their region. So that's their, two of those 3 losses. Knox West, who was defending 5A champion.
Two-time,
yeah. So, it's probably the most brutal schedule of anybody we play all year long. A very talented team. Injury is, part of the game with them like it is with us. But Friday night, it's the final go-around for our seniors, and I know they're going to give it their all they have all year long. But Bearden, what's the biggest threat from Bearden when you look at them?
Everything.
Everything, everywhere.
Everything. They have 2 dual threat quarterbacks. In other words, they can run in and throw it. The running back didn't play last week. I don't know if he's back this week, but he's got offers from like Ole Miss. And,
man.
Yeah, they've got some guys. They got a 6'8", 330-pound tackle. They're big. They're huge up front on both sides of the ball.
Goodness gracious.
They're really good. They're talented. So we'll have our hands full. But once again, man, it's about just playing for each other.
Yeah.
We're going to go up there and try to hold the ball. Make them earn their possessions, make them drive the length of the field, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, we'll get ready for next year.
Going to be with the wing team on offense, or are you going to run the different
honestly,
runs?
we're going to be more multiple. We're going to do some other things. We're going to have some fun. Open it up sometimes a little bit, but yeah, we're going to run the wing. We're going to run the eye. That's our base. We're going to try to run smash mouth a little bit and try to keep the ball away from them. But I think our guys deserve to have a little bit of fun too.
Oh, absolutely. And knowing it's the final game of the year. Since once the game is over, what's the hiatus between, when will you guys from coming back next year start doing things, or weight room and all that?
Monday.
Monday.
Oh, yeah, we're not waiting. We never do, but yeah, if you don't want to get back to work right now, then don't play.
Should make you more eager than ever to get back.
I mean, I know they're going to be beat up and bruised. Bruised and beat up, so we're not going to go in there and lift real heavy.
Right.
No, we're starting right away. If they want time off, then they're at the wrong place.
Yeah.
We're not happy with this. So we got to do it. It's up to us to change it.
Yeah.
It's going to be work ethic, dedication, teamwork, all that stuff. We need to find out who's with us and who's not. And if you're not with us, no hard feelings. We're going to move on with the ones that are.
Just like it is every year. That's the way it's got to be.
Yep, a little bit more emphasis this year. I probably relaxed a little bit, I guess, and that falls on me. So I will not relax this off season.
Well, that's good to hear. And I know the Bear Nation wish you well, and good luck Friday night in the game with Bearden. 7 o'clock kickoff, 5:30 live on ESPN Radio 101.3. Hope you're there to support the Bears on the road. And if you're not, support them in spirit, listen to the radio and help them out there. That's going to wrap up this year's shows for Coach Damon Floyd. Appreciate you every week we record these, Coach. It's an honor to be here and talk with you about our programs and our players and interview the players and so forth. And we look forward to a great year next year.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Gary, in doing this. And
glad to be here.
Especially interviewing our kids. I think it's a good opportunity for them and letting them other people see them behind the face mask. So just appreciate you and Gwen for recording this.
Well, the players enjoy it. They're a little nervous sometimes, but then they say, hey, this is not too bad. They get used to it. And maybe we're setting them up for interviews down the road like we did with Boo and all these other guys,
Well, it's funny because, every week I'll text or tell them, hey, you're going to interview. And he's like, every one of them, well, what do I say? I was like, well, it depends on what he asks. But it is funny but it's a great experience.
Yeah, it is. And they do enjoy that. We're going to sign off for now and tune in Friday night, as I said, 5:30 live, 7 o'clock kickoff on ESPN Cleveland 101.3. Until next time, this is Gary Omi saying so long for now. God bless and go Bears.